Let me first say that this is for my Christian believers, y'all. So if you don't believe in God and stuff like that, you might not even have the question, should you celebrate Christmas? Because you probably ain't even celebrating it, right? But this is for my people that want to know. This video can be super long, but I'm gonna try to make it as short as possible. Stay with me. Before I answer the question, should you celebrate Christmas? First, I want to say, if you do celebrate Christmas, don't go broke doing it. Anybody in my family know I don't buy gifts for full-grown adults. I don't. I buy gifts for the babies, man, mainly for my little girl. She 4, so I buy gifts for her. If you have a full-grown adult family member getting mad because you didn't buy them no gift, tell them to call me and I explain. Back on subject, the birth of Jesus. But we don't know when Jesus was born. Ask yourself, if no one knew when you were born, wouldn't you be happy that they celebrate your entry in this world in general versus not celebrating your birthday at all? Exactly. But Christmas is a pagan holiday. Not quite. It does share some history with the pagan traditions and stuff like that, right? But to answer my question, it don't matter. I don't have to go into all that. Y'all can look it up if y'all want to know. But to answer the question, I don't need it. Now, I will say Christians did capitalize on a very common holiday to spread the word of Jesus. That they did. Christmas hasn't always been what it is today. Starting back in 336. Like I said, I ain't forgetting all that. It don't matter. So we're going to fast forward. Of course, bells has been used for many things besides driving out spirits. Today's Christmas gift is actually symbolic for the gifts given to baby Jesus. And the biggest thing people gonna probably disagree with me on, nowhere in the Bible do they talk about worshiping trees. That I will explain. It does speak of carving a tree. A lot of people like to talk about Jeremiah 10, like 1 to 5. One of the most referenced verses in the Bible to support that claim. A few different translations read this. They cut a tree out of the forest and a craftsman shapes it with his chisel. They cut down a tree and a craftsman carves an idol. They cut down a tree from the forest and is shaped by a chisel by the hands of a craftsman. This is a chisel. The King James Version actually refers to the chisel as an act, and instead of craftsman he says work. So people take it and they run with thinking that he chopped down this thing and shaped this tree, I guess like pruning it, when it's actually talking about carving it into an idol. They slap some gold and silver on that idol and boom, false god. In those times they worshipped a lot of false gods and trees wasn't one of them. Did you know the celebration of anybody's birthday is also a pagan custom? So I'm guessing that we just can't turn up this weekend for your birthday because that's pagan too. Sorry. And of course, you know, people refer to Christopher Columbus to being the first terrorist attack. I'm talking about massacred the Native Americans, but you celebrate Thanksgiving, right? Exactly. Don't even get me started on Halloween. People are not celebrating the historical roots or people in which it came. It's the intentions and the motives that's behind the holiday that drives it. There's quite a few different traditions that have terrible historical beginnings. So to answer the question, if you believe in your heart, your intentions are good, your motives, then you're fine, you're good. If you're not fully convinced that you're celebrating the birth of Jesus, then you shouldn't celebrate it. If you're celebrating Christmas just for the gifts, materialistic stuff, then you shouldn't celebrate it either. Even if I take all that and throw it out the window, I could have answered this question with just this one thing. God judges you off of your intentions, your heart. Samuel 6:17. Do not look at his appearance or the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. For God sees not as man sees, because man looks at his outer appearance, but God looks at, you guessed it, his heart. I give you another for free. Proverbs 6:2. All the ways of man are clean in his own sight, but the Lord weighs the motives. Look, y'all, at the end of the day, just worry about yourself. To answer the question, I celebrate Christmas. It's not about Christmas trees and some decorations. I truly believe that God don't care what day you celebrate his birthday on. Matter of fact, I even believe that God don't care what day you celebrate the Sabbath on. I don't think he cares. Because I'm almost certain that his calendar is way different than ours. You do know the Bible says that one day in God's eyes is like 1,000 years on earth. So you can't necessarily take them days at the beginning of the Bible as like Monday or Tuesday. Think about that, y'all. I think he's just saying that, hey, make sure you rest. Make time for him on purpose. Don't just, I prayed in the car on my way to work. Man, make some time for the man. And my God ain't a petty God. Hey, look, y'all. I just make sure that my Christmas is always focused on God. Birth of Jesus, man. Make sure my daughter know what it is. I'm not passionate about gifts and stuff like that, but I do know the joy that it came when I was younger. I want my daughter to experience that as well. I ain't worried about some white, jolly old man taking credit for something I bought. It doesn't matter. Baby girl, know I got it. I'ma have fun. I'ma dress up like Santa Claus. If not this Christmas, next Christmas. And I'ma eat all the cookies. I love family time and the togetherness that this holiday brings. Cook a bowl of green beans and head over to grandma's house. If you ain't got no family like that, y'all, your key group of friends, and it could just be like 2 of y'all, and just eat together. That's what it's about. Merry Christmas to you. If you ain't got nobody, God always got you. I promise.